Hello everyone! Hopefully we are live. Let's see if you're all here. Welcome to the live stream. This is my final live stream. It's working! This is my final live stream, not just of the C2 program launch, but also for a long time for me, because I'm about to go on some maternity leave. Just says stream quality automatically lowered due to internet connection. Oh no. Well, if we lose it, we lose it. Hi everyone. We have our first hellos through. I'm only seeing Facebook so far. Oh, and a YouTube. This is great. Hey, yeah, so I was saying I'm going on maternity leave very soon because I'm expecting a baby very soon. So this is going to be on my last one for a while, so I'm very excited to do it with you. A little bit sad, actually. I'm going to miss you all. I will get on with the questions. Marianne says, I've just enrolled in the C2 course. I simply couldn't miss this opportunity. I wish you an easy and smooth delivery. Thank you, and I can't wait to see your beautiful baby very soon. Thank you so much, firstly, for joining the C2 course and for your well wishes. If anyone else is watching who's already joined the C2 course, please put a message in the comments. My team will be watching out and they'll tell me your name so I can pull you on screen. Thank you, Marianne. Marianne, it's amazing. Your comment. I've got some questions for you to start the live stream today. Firstly, I want to know your name. I want to know where you're joining us from, so where you're from or where you're living. And I want to know an English idiom or slang word that you love. In the meantime, I will introduce the 3 team members that are helping me out today. Firstly, we have Tiana, who's helping on YouTube. She's our operations manager, so she has played a huge role in the production and creation of this course, as well as managing everything else. She's Wonder Woman. Her favourite idiom is no pain, no gain. So she'll be in the comment section answering your questions. We also have the lovely Anna, who is one of our admin assistants, also from Serbia. Her favourite word is whatchamacallit. I love it. It's when you can't think of the word for something. You can say, it's a whatchamacallit. I can't remember the name, a whatchamacallit. Brilliant. She's also helping out on YouTube. Thank you very much. And then we have Will, who is commenting under the official English with Lucy YouTube channel. His favourite term is where there's a will, there's a way. Which means when you want to do something, you will find a way to do it. But it's even funnier because Will's name is Will, obviously with a capital letter. And in fact, anytime he approaches me and says, I don't know if I can do something, I say, where there's a will, there's a way. And he always laughs. Will is also commenting on Facebook as well under the official Facebook page. I need to say this every time because I hate scammers, okay? If someone comments or offers you something from what seems to be an official Lucy English with Lucy page and asks, it says you've won something, a giveaway, wants you to join a Telegram group, anything like that, it's probably a scam. Always check that it is the official page. People try it. And it annoys me every time, and it breaks my heart when people email me saying, I won the giveaway. When will you give me my money back? And yeah, so please be very, very diligent. Okay, everyone, let's have a look at your question, answers to my question. Something's clicking on my desk. You're going to have to excuse me. I've got a little bit of baby brain. This is kind of when your focus and attention and maybe even intelligence changes in pregnancy. I end up saying things I don't mean without realising it. So if I mess up on anything, please just give me a little bit of grace. Okay, right. We have Monica from Poland. I joined C2 last week and just finished the slang challenge. Thank you, a loyal student, Monica. The slang challenge is an awesome challenge. I can't choose one slang expression because there's so many I liked. Great answer, even if you didn't give us a slang phrase. I love it. I'll give you one then. You can say you're spoilt for choice with slang phrases because you've had so many. You're spoilt for choice. There are so many options. I'm spoilt for choice. Ah, Danielle, welcome back Daniel from East Africa. My favourite idiom is to keep your eyes peeled. This means keep vigilant or keep looking for something. Keep your eyes peeled for a red scarf to go with my red coat, for example. Someone might say that if they're going shopping. Or keep your eyes peeled for my passport because I've lost it. We have, this is a good one, Nusin from Turkey. Mine is an elephant in the room. Okay, so this is like a difficult topic that everyone knows about, but no one wants to talk about it. And sometimes we say, okay, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Yeah, it's a great one to talk about. A topic that is difficult to talk about. No one wants to talk about it, but to address it is to finally discuss this big topic. John. Easy English with John. Another English teacher. Welcome. We love having English teachers here. Joining from Spain. What a lovely place to live. An idiom that I would love would be once in a blue moon. This means very infrequently. But that is a beautiful idiom, isn't it? I have a similar, well, it's not really similar, we're talking about the sky, I guess. My favourite idiom is every cloud has a silver lining, which means every negative thing, like a cloud, has some sort of positive to it as well. So the silver lining around the cloud is the little bit of sun poking out. We obviously have very similar tastes in taste in idioms. What else do we have? Oh, Stefania from Italy also likes once in a blue moon. I mean, it's a beautiful idiom. Oh, Oscar from Colombia says, mine is to get along like a house on fire. Yeah, I love this one as well. It means to get along with someone really well, to have a really good relationship with someone. Your two personalities go together well. A house on fire sounds negative, doesn't it? But it means your friendship took off immediately. Let's have a look at some more. I'm trying to look further up in case I've missed some. Oh, Christina from Madrid. My favourite idiom is it's raining cats and dogs. It's very visual. Do you know, it's actually one we don't tend to use that much, but it's so popular with English learners because it's such a crazy phrase, isn't it? It's a really good example of what an idiom is, something that you cannot translate into your own language. It doesn't make sense. You've got to learn it together and know what it means. Oh, Zafaran, or Anila, sorry, from India. Mine is tit for tat. That's a great one. Someone says, I got your email reminder to join your live stream, so here I am. I'm from the Philippines. Welcome. Will and I were just talking about how much we would like to visit the Philippines. We hear you have excellent fruit, which is one of my main draws to countries. And lots of natural beauty, but the fruit. and friendly people, natural beauty. Okay. Agatha says, I'm Agatha from Poland. I got the flu yesterday. Oops. That's such bad luck. Apparently it's awful this year. I'm feeling under the weather. Great idiom though. But managed to enroll in the C2 course. Fantastic. Very excited. Can't wait to start. Yeah, the lessons open tomorrow. Can you believe it? I've been working on this for 14 months, so I cannot believe it. It felt like just miles away for so long. But yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you for joining. I really hope you love it. Okay, Sonia from Belgium. My favorite idiom is to be young at heart. I think you put an apostrophe instead of the end. Doesn't matter. To be young at heart. Yes, you might not have a young body, but you're young at heart. You're young inside. Oh, what a lovely one. George, when I lived it, by the way, love your name. That's the same name. My brother is called George. When I lived in the UK, and I need to boast about my brother, he's done a PhD in chemistry. He's so clever. He's 5 years younger than me, and he's just passed his Viva, which means he is pretty much there, and he's nearly a doctor, which is just my baby brother. Anyway, I'm very proud of him. When I lived in the UK, they used to say take a gander instead of take a look. That's so true. Have a gander at this, take a gander at this, or I'm just going to take a gander. It's great, a great alternative for look. And we have Sanya from India. Mine is burning the midnight oil. Yeah, working hard at night. Okay, everyone, let's begin. Today we're going to follow the format of a Q&A. I've taken the most common questions that we've received about the C2 program in live streams, in social media comments, and also in emails. And I've made, my lovely teacher Joel is amazing at design, and he has made these slides. So thank you, Joel. I don't want to steal his glory because I know he puts so much work into these slides. But Joel has made this lovely presentation. We've got 5 sections, all covering different topics about the C2 program. So hopefully by the end of this live stream, you will understand everything there is to know about the C2 course and whether it's right for you. After each section, I'll have a little amount of time for you to ask any questions as well. I think this is the best way to do it because it's such a complex program. There are naturally lots of questions. So don't be afraid. Oh, Stefan, I'm from Bavaria in Germany, and I managed to enroll in C2 yesterday, and I like to bite the bullet. Yes, to do something that you've been dreading or you didn't want to do. I'm just going to bite the bullet and finish my maths homework. Thank you for joining, by the way, Stefan. I really hope you enjoy the program when it opens tomorrow. If you're wondering, what is this program Lucy is talking about? Oh, have you not been paying attention? No, it's okay. So I've just launched my brand new Beautiful British English C2 program. So in 2022 and 2023, I released my B1 program, my B2 program, and my C1 program. And I said I would never make a C2 program because it's such a hard thing to make. Because, well, we'll go into more detail later. But so many students took the B1, the B2, and then the C1 and said, I want to keep learning, I want to keep progressing with my level, and I want to use your courses to do it. Please, could you make a C2 program? It was like our most requested thing ever via email. So we decided just over 14 months ago to create it. And here it is, we bit the bullet! But it actually was a real pleasure to create. Once we understood how to build the curriculum, then everything just flowed. So it was a pleasure to create it in the end. It's launching. Well, today is when we launched it earlier this week. It starts tomorrow. Today is your last chance to join and benefit from the launch offer, which is a big discount. You can save up to $200. It ends in 5 hours and 45 minutes. And I couldn't have made the link any bigger because one of the main questions last live stream was, where's the link? And it was like a really small thing up here. So today I've put it here, okay? englishwithlucy.com/link. live is the link to join. If that's still not enough for you, I've also created a giant QR code that you can also scan. So there you have it. It ends soon. Don't miss out. It's going to be great. Let's begin. Today's plan, FAQ session, inside look, Q&A. Let's start with section 1, which is understanding the C2 level. And by the way, I have just had a couple of students join the course. I'm just going to welcome them. If you join the C2 program during this live stream, Will is sitting behind the camera adding your name to this bar. Adnan, Anastasia. And if you comment and say you've joined, I will pull you up on screen once we've checked that you've joined. So we have Peng Yuan, Mariana, and Pirta, who have all joined the VIP C2 program. And we have Yulia, Baldis, Adriana, Judith, and Martin, who have all joined the self-study version. So thank you, all 8 of you, for joining. That's so exciting. Just in time. Okay, right. So this is the program. There's lots in it. It's a 12-week program, so it takes you 3 months, but you have lifetime access to the course content. First question we're getting a lot. What is the difference between C1 and C2? Let me take a sip. This is going to be a big spiel. Okay, C1 technically is the advanced level of English. C2 is the proficient level of English, or proficiency is also known as. C2 is the closest you will ever get to native level. It's complete fluency, complete freedom. You will just be able to speak English without ever doubting yourself, just like a native speaker. It's not about eradicating your accent. It's about speaking with complete flexibility. So the top sentence here is the main one that we try to focus on. You should be able to communicate spontaneously on nearly any topic. So you should be able to join any conversation, whether someone is talking about photography, rocket science, heart surgery. You don't have to know a lot about it, but you should be able to follow the conversation and participate. You should be able to understand almost all spoken and written input with ease, whether you're reading an academic paper, listening to a podcast, following casual anecdotes, watching stand-up comedy to an extent, because some is, about your cultural knowledge as well. You should be able to work on refining, controlling, and playing with the grammar you already know. So when you learn English with the CEFR levels, the majority of grammar that you learn will be from A1 to B2. At C1, you're really refining and tweaking your grammar. And at C2, it's more about applying the grammar that you inevitably already know to lots of different situations. And that's why in this program, we don't have separate vocabulary and grammar lessons. They are combined into 24 functional language lessons. And it's a combination of vocabulary, grammar, and a lot of pronunciation as well. On top of that, we also have writing lessons, speaking lessons, and our conversation lessons. I'll go into more detail on that soon. Your vocabulary at C2 should be absolutely immense. There is so much focus on vocabulary. And it's about knowing the subtle difference between similar words. It's about speaking with precision and real accuracy. You should also be able to switch registers. So you should be able to switch from speaking very informally with friends to presenting in front of your colleagues to speaking to a higher up at the company you work at. You should just be able to flit. Isn't that a lovely word? Flit between registers. Here we have a comparison of our programs. So C1, vocabulary is a strong focus. At C2, vocabulary is pretty much the main focus. We don't need to teach you lots of new grammar. We need to show you how to apply the grammar you already know, refresh you on it. We're not just going to say, you know how to do inversion, so here, apply it to this. No, we'll refresh you on it, don't worry. There are some new grammatical structures, but really we're teaching you to refine and play with what you know. Pronunciation is always a focus in my programs, but we're teaching it to you in context. So I always mention pronunciation. A huge focus is actually on the stress of words. Why it's program, not program. For example, every time you learn a new word, you learn the pronunciation along with it, especially which syllable is stressed. That's something that's often neglected. And that's often the giveaway. Sometimes you will have a beautiful grasp of the different phonemes and how we pronounce them, but just putting the stress on the incorrect syllable can sometimes be a giveaway that you were hoping not to give away. Looking at the reading and listening tasks, they're very complex in C1. In C2, they're longer, they're more demanding, and they require inference and interpretation. So you're reading beyond what's written on the page. And we also have a new concept in our C2 program, which is our speaking lessons. So they focus on something specific each time. There are 6 in total. Ranting and raving, really important. Just skills you will need in real life. Telling an anecdote, essential. How many times have you heard someone just tell like a really funny or interesting story about something mundane in their life and wished that you could do it yourself? You can probably do it in your own language. It's really quite hard in another language, but we're going to train you to do it. Giving a speech, debating, and more. Some student love from Thierry and Panachai from Thailand. Panachai, one of the best advanced English courses I've ever taken. So this is for our C1 program, because obviously no one's taken the C2 program yet, because the doors open tomorrow. Thierry took B1, B2 and C1. We have lots of students that have taken all 3 programs, which is just awesome. Thierry says he's joining C2. Can't wait to see you in there, Thierry. Another question, do I really need C2? You don't need C2. What a thing to say when I'm trying to get people to join my C2 program, but the majority of students do not need C2. They want C2, and there is a difference. You can survive perfectly well without achieving a C2 level. You can enjoy life without C2. C2 is for my students who want to achieve more, who want to test themselves, see how far they can go, and who want to feel totally relaxed speaking English. C2 is for ambitious English learners. If you don't want this, you don't have to push yourself to do it. But if you're curious, if you want to know what it might be like to speak at the C2 level, then this is going to be your tool to help you on your way there. Loads of people are happy to stop at C2. Loads of people are happy to stop at B2. Sorry, I meant C1. Loads of people are happy to stop at B2 as well. C1 is where English becomes truly innate. It becomes instinctive. Another question, is C2 mainly for academic use? Now, I think this is a myth that has gone around on social media. There's lots of videos saying C2 is ridiculous. No one speaks with C2, but it's just not true. It's a common misconception. C2 level language is used in academic research papers. It's also used in news articles, in songs, in films, in TV shows, on the street, between friends, many places. Because do you remember what I said about shifting register as well? That is a huge part of C2 as well, not just academic English. We cover all of those topics in the C2 program, by the way. Does C2 mean I will sound like a native speaker? To answer this question, I need to separate 2 things: accent, language. You could have someone speaking with a perfect RP accent, but only be speaking at a B2 level grammar. I actually have this problem in Spanish. My pronunciation in Spanish is pretty good if I say so myself because I lived there, I integrated, and I am a pronunciation fanatic, and I made pronunciation and accent my priority in Spanish. My grammar, not so great. So I don't want you to confuse language level and accent and pronunciation. So what we will train you to do with your pronunciation is speak really clearly and accurately. Some of you will want to get rid of your accent and speak with a purely British or American, etc. accent, and that is achievable for lots of people. Some people find it really, really hard to change their pronunciation. Some people find it easier. Our focus is on you speaking clearly and accurately. If you are someone who is looking to speak with perfect pronunciation, this course will definitely help you on your way to do that if it is your priority. It takes quite a lot of work. Now, the language. You will have a huge range of vocabulary and structures at your fingertips. So you'll be able to communicate with similar precision to native speakers. This English is a lifetime of learning, okay? I'm still learning things in Spanish. There will always be little things that give away that I'm not a native speaker. But in general, I can live a very rich and happy life in my second language. And I hope to live an equally rich and happy life in my third and maybe a fourth when I take it up. Just going to take a bit of maternity leave first, then I'll be back on the Italian. Okay. Any questions so far? I know I've had some questions pulling at that my team have pulled out. Firstly, I'll wait for you to ask these and I'll look back at ones that people have asked in the past. So we have had a lot of new students join. Adnan has joined the VIP program, and then we have, this is a pretty name. I hope I pronounce it correctly. Mauricia, Tran, Anastasia, Humberto, Adriana, Nato, Eugenia, and Jackie. I hope I pronounced those close to correctly. Have all joined the self-study program. Thank you all for joining. You will see your names appear here. If you would like to join, the link is englishwithlucy.com/live, or you can scan this QR code here. Let me have a look at some of the questions we've had. Firstly, we have Sonia from Vienna in Austria. Has my brother just gone to Austria? Yeah. My brother's just arrived in Austria. He's going skiing. Oh, what a lovely message. I already enrolled in the C2, but I didn't want to miss the opportunity to congratulate you for the new chapter in your life. Never mind the brain fog. It's worth it. Brain fog is a great term as well. I said baby brain. Brain fog is an even better term, I think. It's not specific to being pregnant. Thank you, Sonia. That's very, very sweet. And thank you for joining the C2 program. We also have can I know about the 4 payment installments? Yes, we'll talk about price a little bit later on because I can go into more detail. But yes, we do have the option to pay in 1 installment or 4 installments. Aksha Yadi says, even if I want to study B2 or C1 first, can I still lock in the current C2 price? Yes, because you have lifetime access to the course content. We can delay your community access and your weekly emails. I just replied to your enrollment email. We can delay your community access for C2 until August, but just send us an email, because if you've already got B2 and C1 going on, I'm sure we can make a further extension for you. We like to make sure our students are looked after, so don't worry about that. Most important thing is to send us an email. Once you join C2, you respond to your enrollment email. Tiana, Anna, and our other admin assistant or customer service assistant, Jovana, will be there to help you out. Please have a little bit of patience with us today because our inboxes are full, but we are working on it. Okay, let's see. Mantrash. We also have Almudena. What a lovely name. Alma. Beautiful name. I would love to enroll in the C2 program, but at the minute my schedule's very tight. Once the 12 weeks are over, will I still have access to the complete course? Yes, Alma. We offer lifetime access to the course content, and we can also delay your access to the community as well. You get 4 months of access to that. But yeah, you have lifetime access. So we like to treat our courses like books. Once you buy them, they're yours to keep. You can always use them as a point of reference. I hate the pressure when I join an online program of having to finish it before a date, having to download any materials I want, like take any screenshots. It's stressful. I don't want my students to have that. So lifetime access is a common theme in all of our programs. You know, you don't buy the Cambridge Grammar in Use book and then they take it off you after a year. Actually, they do sometimes if you buy the online version. I have to buy it every year. Lifetime access to the course content is essential. Okay, let me just say hello to 2 new students who have joined. We have Curly. Curly says I joined earlier today. Well, welcome, Curly. Thank you so much for joining. And here we are. Okay. So this section is on the course structure and layout. What are you going to learn over the next 3 months? This is an example of our curriculum here. Month 1, we're learning about crafting engaging stories, delivering confident presentations, and expressing complex ideas with precision. So you'll be able to learn to discuss personality, motivations, current events, using very precise vocabulary that captures exactly what you mean. Month 2, you will master the art of captivating storytelling, telling jokes that land, and debating complex topics. So we want you to be able to describe experiences with rich sensory language and discuss cultural differences and scientific concepts like an expert. And month 3, this is more about the past. You'll be learning to express nostalgia and deep reflections, navigate challenging conversations, and switch seamlessly between formal and casual English. You'll learn how to make a toast. This is important. It's so nerve-wracking when someone, often because I'm online and I do public speaking, at dinner parties or events, people will ask me, "Oh, Lucy, you can make a toast, can't you?" Oh, it's such a scary thing to do, and even worse when it's not your first language. We prepare you for this so that you can stand up and give a toast or a short speech easily and confidently. Only a little bit of, just a touch of nerves. We'll teach you to rant and rave persuasively and engage with complex social and political issues with nuance. Will you learn obscure vocabulary that nobody actually uses? No. This course is about real life English. You will use everything you learn. I don't include vocabulary just because it is advanced or at the C2 level. I want to prepare you for real life and real situations. So everything we teach you is really thought out. My team of teachers are they are so experienced, and the teachers that have helped me write the lessons know what students are likely to use, and so they've incorporated them into the program. So you get 12 weeks of really realistic scenarios. All of our listening and reading texts and pieces, you get 2 each week, so that's 24 in total. 1 reading, 1 listening. All simulate realistic scenarios as well, and then from them we do the functional language lessons. It's a nice integrated way of learning. Conversation analysis videos. So every other week you get a conversation analysis lesson. This is a favourite topic or concept from our courses. Students really enjoy them. Basically, the course features 6 15 to 20 minute conversations with really interesting people who are relevant to that week or that period's topic or module. For example, we have a really interesting interview here with a published author. She's a best-selling author for teen fiction. We have a really interesting conversation with someone who has a PhD in fake news, and that goes with our module on fake news in the media. I had a really good conversation with someone who grew up in London and has watched it change over time and feels nostalgia. So that was a really good one for our module on nostalgia and reflecting. Oh wait, I've got more, but maybe I shouldn't tell you all of them. They're really lovely conversations. At checkout, you will see there's an option to add on an extra conversation pack. I actually recorded 2 conversations with each guest. The second conversation is not on a topic as closely related to the module. It's on something else that they're passionate and interested in. So, for example, I have an amazing Scottish wedding celebrant, or she's a celebrant for all different types of celebrations. It goes with our module on celebrations and rituals. But she also spoke about her love of Scotland, and we compared Scottish and English vocabulary. I think you'll really enjoy it. Really, really enjoy it. Now, how it works is you watch each conversation with no subtitles. We just pull up interesting vocabulary on screen as we are saying it. And then afterwards, you read through the transcript, you can look at all the vocabulary, and we break down the conversation. We look at the grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, maybe any accent differences. It's like having a pause button on real life. But it's a really nice way of learning, to learn through real English conversations and experience a variety of different accents as well. This is so important. I know you're used to my accent. I speak with modern RP, but it is essential. If you want to survive in the modern world, you need to familiarize yourself with as many different accents as possible. If you only listen to me, then your ear will only be trained to understand modern RP. So we try and present as many different accents to you as possible to make you truly flexible, which is what C2 is all about. Will this help my speaking, or is it mostly inputs? This is a very valid question because this is a self-study program. There aren't many C2 programs available on the market. The majority of them involve going to an in-person academy. But lots of you don't want to do that. It's a time constraint, location constraint, not gelling with the teacher, for example. But I understand why you would think, hang on a minute, if I'm studying on my own, how am I going to ask questions if I have a doubt? How am I going to practice my speaking? So our videos encourage active output, giving you time to use and produce the language yourself. We also have the online community that you can join. This is moderated by my teachers, private course community. If you have any course related questions, you ask them there and they'll clarify your confusion and doubts. There is also a space where you can find a conversation partner if you wish to, and VIP students can complete their pronunciation or speaking tasks as well. You submit audios and my teachers will respond with audio and written feedback for your speaking tasks. I'll go into more detail on that a bit later on in this live stream. Someone says, will Lottie be in the course? 1 second. That's really funny. Lottie, you must be an existing course student. Lottie was one of our characters in our previous course. This is a new character called Noah. And yes, it is story-based learning. You follow one character throughout the entire program. Here is the optional VIP feedback pack. You will see there are 2 options to purchase, self-study or VIP. And this includes 12 homework tasks, that's 1 a week, 6 writing, 6 speaking, that you submit either in the community, or if you're very private, we can give you our private homework email address and you submit there instead. Lots of my students really enjoy the feedback elements. Practice and exercises. Oof, don't get me started on these. There are over 200 interactive exercise activities with over 1,000 practice questions. Students always want more practice questions, so we have given them to you. Okay, let's have a look at some of your questions so far. We have, let me see. Sorry, I'm just struggling to locate Christina. Christina says, can I use your course to prepare for the Cambridge exams, or is it better to get a specific one for the exam? So, to be very clear, this is not an exam preparation course. This is a course to prepare you for life at C2 level. However, so you need, in order to pass the proficiency exam, you need to do some exam preparation, use some exam preparation materials as well. However, this is a really good addition because it's going to be so much about your grammar and your vocabulary at the C2 level. This will prepare you for this. So the ideal combination would be to take this course and use some other exam prep materials. It's like when you're at university, you know, you can just study what's in the lessons, like what's in your seminars, what's going to be in the exam, but they expect you to read around the subject, do research in your own time. This course will be that for you. We also have, we have 5 new students who have joined. We have Tsai, who's joined VIP. Zdenka. Oh, I love that name. I've never really pronounced the Z and D together before. Zdenka. Almudena. Are you the Alma that I've just spoken to on live? Yes, because you used the live coupon. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Mirella and Ivana, you've all joined the self-study program. Welcome. And thank you for joining, Alma. We have... I'm currently at a B2 level. Can I enroll directly in a C2 course? Nothing is stopping you, okay? I would say to truly benefit from the program, it's best to have a C1 level to then move on to C2. But if you really want to challenge yourself, or you want to lock in the sale price, the launch offer now, and then see if you can do it now or work on C1 in the meantime and then approach C2 later, that's another good idea. We do offer refreshers on some B2 and a lot of C1 grammar, so that you have context when we're talking about different grammar structures. But yeah, in general, to do a C2 course, you need to have passed the previous level or achieved the previous level, which is C1. I will say though, if ever you join the wrong level in my school, and something is too hard for you, we're very happy to switch you to the right level. You know, we don't want anyone struggling. This happens. It's hard to know which level is going to be right for you. So if you join and you find it's not right, we can switch you to another course. And we also have our 30-day money-back guarantee, which is based on trust. Please do not abuse the money-back guarantee. It's based on trust. But we want it to be right for you. So, Monica says, I have 4 of your 3-month courses. That is amazing. You've got the full lot. B2. Oh, you've got B2, C1, C1 business, and now C2 and 8 challenges. That is amazing. Thank you so much, Monica. I'm so pleased that you've had a good experience that has then led you to enroll in so many different courses. I mean, what a star student. Thank you. Someone says, is RP being replaced by posh grammar school accent? I would say RP, true RP, received pronunciation, is being replaced by modern RP, which is kind of like between RP and estuary English, is what I speak with. Did you notice I said what I speak with? I didn't say what I speak with. That would be true RP. So saying things like pure instead of pure. Things like that. I don't speak like the Queen. The Queen spoke with true RP. It's definitely evolving. We've got lots of new dialects and accents evolving, like MLE, Multicultural London English. You hear that a lot more. Really cool accent that we have featured in some of our courses. Who else do we have? Ah, Elena. Ah, Elena. I also just joined 15 minutes ago. I'm having a really hectic Sunday. Thank you so much for joining. And I hope your Monday is calmer. Okay, section 3. Is this course right for me? Is it going to be challenging enough? This course is challenging. If it's not challenging enough for you, I will be really surprised. It's a very challenging course. Again, you can take advantage of our... I think the biggest risk is it being too challenging, and then we can always switch you to a lower level. If it's really not challenging enough, then take advantage of our money back guarantee. You'd have to have a very high level to not find it challenging. What if I find it's too hard? Don't worry. Just be in contact with us and we can switch you. With the 30-day money back guarantee, this is as long as you request the refund within 30 days of enrolling and that you've completed under 20% of the course, which is a lot. You'll know way before 20% if it's too hard for you or not right for you. Will this course help me pass an exam? As we just discussed, this is not an exam prep course, but it will help you on your way to passing exams by getting you up to that right level. So if you're looking to pass a specific exam, you will need exam preparation materials. There are lots of those available online, lots of things that you can either buy or use for free. But this course will help you expand your vocabulary, use grammar much more flexibly, and just generally feel a lot more prepared for the exam without it being exact exam preparation. What if I'm not ready for C2? Join C1. I have my B1, B2, and C1 programs as well. So something should be the right level for you. Here's a big question. I've seen some people ask this. Can I really get to C2 level in 12 weeks? So C2 is complete mastery of English. So there will always be more to learn. There will always be more to learn. You will not get to the end of this course and know everything there is to know about English. But this course is a big stepping stone in your journey. So it's going to give you the foundations, tools, and practice that you need. But you need to do your own work as well. You need to use what you've learned consistently. You need to continue to expand your vocabulary. You need to maintain that C2 level. The C2 level is not a level that you can binge study and achieve. It's much more than that. Okay. We have 3 new students who have joined. Natella, Paulina, and Gruzd have joined the self-study program. Welcome. If you would also like to join, visit englishwithlucy.com/live. The deadline ends. The deadline is in 5 hours and 10 minutes, and then we are ending the discount. Okay, here are the practical details. How long do I have to spend on the course each day and week? Now, this is going to depend for everyone. Absolute minimum is 2 hours. Absolute minimum. Really, it's more like 4 hours if you want to kind of complete the materials within 12 weeks. You can take your time. This is a self-study program. There are so many materials to work through that you can spend a lot more time per week on this if you want to. You can spend longer than 12 weeks on it if you want to. Going through it faster than one module per week, I would say, would be a big challenge at C2 level. There's so much to learn and digest. You could do a little bit every day, 25, 45 minutes. You could do 2 or 3 longer sessions per week. You get lifetime access, so you can fit it around your life. Oops. Will I receive a certificate of completion? Yes, as in all my courses, once you've completed it, you will receive a certificate of completion. Lots of students like to share this on their LinkedIn to show that they have completed a course at a C2 level. There is also a final exam. This is optional. Lots of students like to take it to check that they have taken everything in. When does the course start? Well, the first week, we release 1 week each week for 12 weeks. Then the week after that, we release the final exam. The first week is released tomorrow. Then each week, we release another week. You have lifetime access to the course content. So when that week is released, that is yours to keep forever. However, we can delay your start date. What do I mean by that? I mean your access to the community, because you get 16 weeks of community access, and your weekly reminder emails, because if you're not actively taking the course, why would you want emails each week saying, hey, week 1 is ready for you, week 2 is ready for you? We can pause this so that you can start it later when you're ready. We can delay your start date, so that's the emails and the community, until August. So you just have to respond to your enrollment email when you buy the course, and we will sort this out with you. But you never lose access to the course content. Some students, maybe it's not clear enough on the website. Some students think, hang on a minute, if I have lifetime access, then why would I need to delay my start date? It's the email reminders and the community access. Maria says, congratulations on the bun in your oven. I fell in love with the idiom when I heard it during one of the previous live streams. Yeah, to have a bun in the oven means you are pregnant. So I have a bun in my oven. It is really cute, Maria. I can see why you love it. In the community, you can connect with other C2 learners as well as with my teachers. And, at this level, it's so nice to be with like-minded people who are also on the same journey as you. A lot of friendships have been formed in this community. And because you're all at, such a high level, you can help each other out as well. You can engage in discussions. It's lovely. We love the community. Let's move on to the last section here, the investment and your guarantee, because I can see a lot of students asking about the price as well. So here we are. We have 2 different plans, 4 different pricing options. Let's go through them now. So the first one is the self-study plan. So this doesn't include the VIP feedback pack, but it's lifetime access to the course content, the 12-week program, over 40 video lessons, over 1,000 practice questions, lifetime access I've already mentioned, and 4 months access to the private course community. So you get your functional language lessons, the conversation lessons, the writing lessons, the speaking lessons, the reading and listening lessons. Everything's included. One-time payment, which is the best value option, is $249. That includes tax. So there's no extra surprises at the checkout page. Or you can pay in 4 installments, so one payment each month for 4 months. And that is $71.50 each month. The normal price will be $399. We're offering a $150 discount. And the VIP feedback pack. This includes access to the exclusive VIP group on the community, weekly writing and speaking assignments. So you get 6 pieces of personalized writing feedback and 6 pieces of personalized speaking feedback, speaking and pronunciation. They're really focused on the phonemes you're using correctly and incorrectly and give you any advice you need in order to improve your pronunciation and general delivery. The normal price for this will be $549. We are offering a $200 discount. So, and for the next 5 hours and 4 minutes, it will be $349 to join. So that's a big saving. You can also pay in 4 installments of $99. As I said, tax is included. We've already calculated that for you and put it into the price. We cover that, don't worry. If you would like to join or look at these plans in any more detail, visit englishwithlucy.com/live or scan this QR code here. Information on this on the 30-day guarantee. If within 30 days you decide, I regret buying this is not right for me, it's too hard, it's not what I want, we offer a refund. So this is based on trust. As long as you've completed under 20% of the content and you've made the request within 30 days of purchasing, we will refund your course fee, because we want you to know, we want you to have the right course. We can also switch to a lower level if it's too hard for you. By the end of this course, you will be able to speak spontaneously on any topic, communicate exactly as you intend. There's a huge focus on precision. Switch effortlessly between registers, so from formal reports to casual street slang. Navigate sensitive topics diplomatically, very important skill that actually some native speakers need as well. And you will feel completely at home in English. It will start to feel really instinctive, innate, something that comes naturally to you, that doesn't feel too forced. So we start tomorrow. Tomorrow morning is when the first lesson is released, or the first module is released. I can't wait for you to see inside. I can't wait for you to meet our character, Noah, who you'll be following through all 12 modules. I can't wait for you to see the first videos and complete the first exercises and download the first PDFs, experience the aha moments, which are like little extra language points that we like to include in there. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's going to be great. I can't wait for you to join the community and introduce yourself and meet my teachers and chat with each other and meet the other students that you'll be going on this journey with. It's going to be great. We have 5 hours and 1 minute left until we end the discount. To enroll before the deadline, visit englishwithlucy.com/live or the QR code. Is anyone using the QR code? This is a new thing. We thought if you were watching on your TV, you can then use your phone to use the. Let me know if you've used the QR code. Someone says, the countdown is making me nervous. Yeah, you and me both, James. Every time I look at it, it's closer. Actually, I'm feeling excited. Any last questions? Let me know. Maya just says, I'm looking forward to the C2 course. It seems it will be very challenging. It will be challenging, but I love a challenge. Making it was a challenge. It was taking the first steps to plan and build the curriculum, but I'm so glad we did it. Maria and Merv have joined the VIP program, and Anna has joined the self-study program. Welcome, you 3. Okay, let's see if we have any more questions. Anastasios, bye for now. Good to see you. Lovely to see you as well. Someone's come up with ideas for baby names. Thank you. Someone says, do you like romance? I mean, why do you think I'm pregnant? Sorry, that's very inappropriate to say. I greet you warmly. Anyone from India? Yes, we've had lots of participants from India. Right, everyone. Oh, Anton says, I would join right now on VIP level, but B1. Ah. Send us an email. We can make sure you get a good price on the B1 program. Ah, someone has said, Devyani Koshal. Congratulations, Lucy, on the lovely news. Thank you. Amazing channel. I've been following you for over half a decade now. I've been on YouTube for a decade now. Isn't that scary? I can't believe you've been with me for half of that, for 5 years. Thank you so much. Nadia says, can I take the exam, which is part of the program, even after the 12 weeks? Yes, you get lifetime access to the exam as well. So you can take it whenever you want, and you can also retake it as many times as you'd like. Ty says, is there a similar course for B2? Yes, the Beautiful British English B2 program. I'm sure my team will help you out with a link. If I tried to finish all the lessons in less than 2 weeks after they're all released, would that be realistic? Or is the course too dense for such a pace? I don't think that would be realistic. I mean, yeah, and I don't think that's a good way to study. That's like binge studying. I think little and often, learn, you know, they're quite intense modules. You know, take what you can from the modules, let it sink in, try to use it. I think I don't think that would be the best way to take the course. That makes me feel nervous, actually. That reminds me of when I was doing my exams at school, how I tried to learn, and now I don't remember any of that. Someone says, congratulations, Lucy and Will. Thank you very much. Well, I think we are... Oh, did you say 2 months or 2 weeks? If we said 2 weeks. No, yeah, you said 2 weeks. That is, yeah, that's too much. Well, thank you everyone for joining this live stream. It was such a pleasure to talk to you all. I don't know what it is about this C2 program, but the live streams I have done for it have been filled with the loveliest personalities. Thank you everyone for being so lovely. It was really nice to share our news with you as well about the little baby. Fingers crossed that everything happens smoothly and safely. That's all we want, really. I'll let you know in the future when it's all happened. But obviously I'll be taking a little bit of time off to be pregnant in discomfort and to give birth. I hope it all goes well, and to bring up this little baby. In the meantime, someone says, is Diego already jealous? Diego knows something is going on. Whenever I lie on the sofa, or whenever Will and I lie on the sofa, he always used to put his head on Will and rest his head on Will, but he's been resting his head on me and the bump recently, which is quite cute. We've been practicing holding like some towels with a crying noise, and he's very curious. He doesn't seem like a very jealous dog, but we're going to do a very slow introduction to make sure that they get on well. But you know, Diego, when he was 4, we got a cat, and he got on really well with this cat, our lovely Alfonso, who's unfortunately no longer with us. He unfortunately passed away. It was very sad. But Alfonso used to bully Diego a bit, you know, smack his face, just generally being a bit of a cat. And Diego took it very well, was very gentle with Alfonso. So we're hoping that with a baby, he will be the same, but monitored under supervision. Anyway, don't ask me any more questions about my dog, because I will talk about him for ages, as I just have. I want to thank you all for all joining. I really, really want to thank Anna for helping moderate this live stream, but also the huge part that you've played, Anna, in the creation of this course. Anna's not just, answering social media and email messages. She also does a lot of the vocabulary banks, some design work, a lot of design work, building PDFs, things like this. Anna's a very talented person. I'm very lucky to have you on the team, Anna, so thank you. Tiana, what a legend. Tiana has got the art of creating an English with Lucy course down to a T. I can't believe the amount of plates you spin to make sure that this all gets made on time. She's managing all the teachers. She's managing me. She's managing Will. She's managing the editors. I mean, it's just crazy. So thank you, Tiana. And Will, thank you for all the work that you've done on this as well. Will heads up a lot of the data and marketing, and has done an incredible job of it. And I don't know if Joel's watching. Joel sometimes moderates the live streams, but Joel has done the vast majority of the marketing work for this course, and has done an amazing job. So thank you very much to all of you. I'm going to end this here. Don't forget that you have our email address. Let me put it on screen. If you need to ask us any questions. Oh, sorry. Here, it's help@englishwithlucy.com. We're there to help you. If you need to delay your start date, anything like that, just respond to your enrollment email or write to this email address. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining. It was lovely to hang out with you, and I will see you in the next live stream, which will be